Everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into something really cool, Elon Musk's robots.
Okay.
And before you think, oh, not another tech bro invention,
Right.
this isn't just about fancy gadgets. This
No.
is about how those gadgets could revolutionize our daily lives,
Right.
from our workplaces to our homes.
Exactly. Musk isn't just building a robot. He's building a future, one where robots are so integrated into our lives, we might not even notice them. It's like he looked at the Jetsons and said, I can do that, but better.
Okay, so less robot maids, more. What?
Well,
What's the big vision here?
Well, the first step is Optimus, the robot Musk unveiled at Tesla AI Day.
Right.
Picture this, a 5'8" humanoid robot weighing 125 pounds.
Okay.
And get this, it can lift 150 pounds. Now, that might just sound like a random number, but think about the everyday objects in your life. Bags of groceries, furniture, even a person Optimus can handle it all.
So no more begging your friends to help you move. I'm already sold.
Right. And this isn't some clunky prototype. The articles you shared mention Optimus can walk at 5 miles per hour, handle delicate objects, and even make basic repairs. That's thanks to the AI that powers it, which brings us to the really fascinating part. You see, it uses deep learning, similar to what's used in self-driving cars,
Right.
but adapted for physical tasks.
Yeah.
And just like with Tesla's cars, the AI in Optimus is constantly learning and improving.
So the more Optimus does, the smarter it gets. Kind of scary, kind of cool.
Yeah.
But how does this all connect back to Musk's grand plan? What's he actually trying to do with these robots?
Musk has talked a lot about a future where robots take over what he calls repetitive manual tasks. We're talking factory work, logistics, even things around the house like mowing the lawn or folding laundry. And his reasoning, this frees up humans to focus on more creative, fulfilling work.
So instead of flipping burgers, we'd all be writing poetry and composing symphonies. I mean, I'm not complaining.
Not quite. But imagine if instead of spending hours each week on chores and errands, you could pursue that hobby you've always dreamed of or spend more time with loved ones. That's the kind of future Musk envisions, and Optimus is a step towards that.
Okay, that sounds idyllic and all, but what about the people whose jobs are those repetitive tasks? Like,
That's the million-dollar question. And it's not just about factory workers. We're talking truck drivers, cashiers, customer service reps. Entire sectors could be transformed by this technology. And that raises some serious questions about job displacement and economic inequality.
yeah, I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of cool robots, but the potential downsides are huge. Did the research you gathered mention how Musk plans to address these concerns?
Interestingly enough, one article highlighted Musk's belief that this shift will actually create new job opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
He argues that as robots take over manual labor, new industries and roles will emerge, requiring uniquely human skills like creativity, problem-solving, and emotional intelligence.
So he's basically saying, don't worry, new jobs will pop up. That's a pretty optimistic outlook. Do the experts agree?
It's a mixed bag. Some experts are cautiously optimistic about the potential for new job creation, particularly in fields related to AI development, robotics maintenance, and even things like robot ethics and design.
Robot ethics and design. Now, those are jobs I haven't heard of before.
The whole new world out there. But on the other hand, many experts are concerned that these new jobs won't necessarily replace the ones lost to automation, especially in terms of wages and skill requirements.
So it's like we're standing on the edge of this massive societal shift, and no one really knows what's on the other side.
Yeah,
Kind of exciting, kind of terrifying, right?
it is. And this isn't just theoretical anymore. We're already seeing robots being used in warehouses, hospitals, even restaurants.
Right.
Optimus is just the next step in that evolution.
Speaking of Optimus, you mentioned earlier that it could have a big impact on healthcare, especially for older adults. What exactly did the article say about that?
One article painted a pretty compelling picture of robots like Optimus, assisting with everyday tasks for seniors who need help, things like bathing dressing, even medication reminders. It could be revolutionary for folks who want to maintain their independence as they age.
My grandma would love a robot that could help her with her crossword puzzles and maybe make her morning coffee.
But it's not just about practical assistance. Think about the social isolation that many older adults experience. These robots could provide companionship conversation, even just a friendly presence in the home.
It's like having a live-in caretaker, but without the awkwardness of having a stranger in your house 24/7. Pretty ingenious, if you ask me. But I have to imagine all this technology doesn't come cheap.
That's the catch, isn't it? Right now, robots like Optimus are incredibly expensive to develop and produce. One of the articles mentioned that Musk's goal is to bring the costs down over time, making them more accessible to everyday consumers. but we're still probably a ways off from robot butlers being a standard household appliance.
Okay, so no robot butlers just yet. But based on everything we've discussed, it seems like this technology is advancing at an incredible pace. When can we realistically expect to see robots like Optimus out in the real world?
Musk has said he wants to have Optimus ready for commercial use within the next few years, with production really ramping up by 2025.
Wow, 2025, that's right around the corner. I can't decide if I should be excited or start stocking up on canned goods. But Tesla isn't the only player in this game, right? I seem to remember other companies working on similar technology. What are they up to?
You're right, it's not just a one-horse race. Companies like Boston Dynamics and Honda are also making significant strides in robotics. Boston Dynamics, for example, is known for its incredibly agile and athletic robots, while Honda has been developing its Asimo robot for years, focusing on tasks like assisting people with mobility issues.
So it's like a robot showdown, each company with its own strengths and strategies, all vying for a piece of the future. What do you think will be the key factors in determining who comes out on top?
Well, affordability is going to be huge. Whoever can make this technology affordable for businesses and consumers will have a major advantage.
Yeah.
But it's not just about price. Reliability, safety, and ease of use will also be crucial. And let's not forget about the cool factor.
Right.
Let's face it, these robots are pretty darn cool. The company that can capture the public's imagination and build trust in their technology will have a leg up on the competition.
Trust is a good point. We've talked about the potential benefits, but there are also some valid concerns about robots, especially when you start talking about AI that can learn and adapt. Are there any safeguards in place to make sure these robots don't, turn on us?
That's a question that keeps a lot of people up at night. One of the articles you shared mentioned that there's a growing field of AI ethics focused specifically on developing guidelines and regulations for the development and deployment of robots.
So like robot laws, like Asimov's laws, but in real life?
Exactly.
Yeah.
These laws would address things like data privacy, algorithmic bias, and of course ensuring that robots are designed and programmed to operate safely and ethically. But it's a complex issue, and there's no easy answer.
It's like we're stepping into uncharted territory and we're writing the rules as we go. Pretty wild when you think about it.
It is wild, but it's also an incredible opportunity to shape the future of technology in a way that benefits all of humanity.
It's mind-blowing, really. We've gone from clinky robots and sci-fi movies to talking about real-life robots that could be helping us with groceries and healthcare in just a few years. It begs the question, are we on the cusp of a robotic revolution?
It certainly feels that way. And like any revolution, there will be winners and losers. It's up to us as a society to figure out how to manage this transition in a way that benefits everyone.
Easier said than done, right? But I think these conversations we're having, digging into the research and exploring all sides of the issue, that's a good first step.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power, as they say. And the more we understand about the potential of this technology, both the good and the bad, the better equipped we'll be to navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.
Well said. So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of Elon Musk's robots, what are some key takeaways you think our listeners should keep in mind?
First and foremost, this isn't science fiction anymore. Robots are here, and they're rapidly evolving. Second, these robots have the potential to fundamentally reshape our lives from the way we work to the way we age. And finally, it's crucial that we approach this new era with both excitement and caution. We need to be asking tough questions about ethics, safety, and equity to ensure that this technology is used for good.
Those are some excellent points to ponder. It's clear that we're standing at a crossroads. The decisions we make today will determine the kind of future we build, a future where robots could either help us solve some of our biggest challenges or create a whole new set of problems. So what do you say, listeners? Are you ready to welcome our robot overlords?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Remember, the future is not predetermined. It's up to all of us to shape it.
Well said. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of Elon Musk's robots. Until next time, keep those minds curious and remember the future is in your hands.